This is my story. It's the usual thing. Boy meets girl, boy loses girl, boy meets another girl. Well, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Don't think my life is all flowers and romance, though. I wish. More and more, my life is spent out here, fighting some of the worst the city has to offer. Sometimes it's just a mugger. Sometimes it's a bigger problem. This is the city I protect, New York City. It's my home, my playground, my responsibility. And this is Mary Jane, the girl next door, the girl I love. But love is a tricky thing when you live part of your life behind a mask. Fate handed me amazing powers, and I made a promise to use those powers to help people. With great power comes great responsibility. No matter how much I might wish things were different, there's only one Spider-Man.
Well, sequel time already, huh? Welcome back, I guess. I'm sure you missed me more than I missed you. Anyway, things have changed around here since last time, so they dragged me back at great expense to explain what's up. First things first. You're not much of a wall crawler if you can't, stick to walls, so here's what you do. You walk or run into a wall and hold the grab button. Voila! You stick to the wall. It works when you're swinging or jumping, too. Moving right along, let's talk jumping. Hold down the jump button and you'll charge your jump. This yellow bar shows how strong your jump will be when you let go of the button. You got it? You sure? You don't actually jump until you've let go of the jump button. Okay? Now go jump in a lake. If you tap the jump button, you'll just do a little hop. A little hop. That's because you didn't charge your jump. Am I going too fast for you? Let's get this show on the road. See that little doohickey? That's your destination marker, and it tells you how to get where you need to go. Clever, huh? When it's in the middle of the screen, you know you're heading towards your goal. Easy, right? All right, stop there for a second and look at your map. See it there? That red thing in the center is you, and the blue dot is your destination marker. The line that connects each dot to the map represents how high off the ground that particular thing is. Oh, that makes sense, right? Yeah, sure it does. You can jump the gap between these two towers by charging your jump. Charge jumping is easy and fun. You should be doing it all the time. Seriously. No, seriously. Everything's broken into chapters, and every chapter opens with one of these nifty little slow-mo things. Those words zipping by under the chapter title are the items on your to-do list, so get busy. Okay, so the next thing I want you to do is jump off the building. I mean it, just jump. Hey, I wouldn't tell you to do something dangerous and life-threatening, would I? Come on. You always do what people tell you. You know, there's a word for that. Loser. So what now, wise guy? Just a little friendly advice. You're gonna want to shoot out a web line to save yourself. Move the left thumbstick in the direction you want to go, then pull the swing trigger. Oh, by the way, it'll only work if there's something swingable. Great, you made it. Now let me tell you a little about swinging. Every time you press the swing button, you'll shoot a new web line. Now there's all kinds of fancy stuff you can do, but let's take baby steps. Now that you're out and about, why don't you swing around for a while? You know, do your thing. I'll check up on you later. You're fine. Go ahead. Go ahead. supposed to tell you something about sticking to walls. Let's see here. Oh, I got it. You can stick to walls. You're Spider-Man. Yippee skippy. Spidey stores are located all over the city. Make it a point to check in every once in a while, especially when you find a new one. They have all kinds of great stuff in them, and let's face it, what good are all those hero points you're earning if you don't spend them on something? Am I right? Now maybe you already know this, but you should be checking your to-do list whenever you're wondering what to do. Duh. It's on your pause menu, so it shouldn't test your hand-eye coordination too much to find it. Remember, ticking off the items on your to-do list is the key to advancing through chapters. One neat trick you might want to try is the impact web. It doesn't actually hurt your enemies, but it's a great way to put the stick on someone if you don't want to keep a web line attached to them. Okay, I'm back. For the next lesson, let's talk about... Hey, what's going on down there? Stop, thief! Well, that's convenient. The arcade just got held up and the robbers are driving away. What are you gonna do about it? Looks like playtime is over. Put all the stuff you've learned together and get into action. Swing after the car. Use the destination marker and your map if you lose them. Oh, and try not to embarrass yourself, okay? Looks like the robbers are escaping on foot. Go teach them about justice. You know, by beating the snot out of them. I mean, this isn't a civics class. What do you expect?
Hands up! Ooh! Ah! Yo, the web slinger just showed up.
You want to see something cool? Sprint after that last robber by holding the sprint trigger while you run, then hold attack when you get up to the thug. That move is called a sprint uppercut. Nice going. Now get back to the arcade owner. You know, you should check out some of the games he's got too. If you played the last game, and I'm sure you did, you probably noticed that things are a little different this time around. We hope you like the changes. Oh, and if you haven't played the last game, what are you waiting for? A written invitation? If you pull the sprint trigger while you're swinging, it'll make you swing faster. How much of a boost you get depends on when in the swing you pull the trigger. Play around with it. Every hint marker in the city is a direct line to me for a special piece of information, advice, or I don't know, what have you. Oh, and you'll get some hero points too, in case you're into, winning. After a few trips to the Spidey store, you're gonna have a mess of moves to try out. You can pull off a lot of them just by pressing different combinations of buttons. Here's something for you. If you're swinging and you pull and hold the swing trigger instead of letting go, you'll hold on to two web lines. The one you were swinging on before and the new one you just shot out. But wait a minute. Why would you do that? Well, I guess there's something for you to think about, huh? If you buy the cannonball kick from the Spidey store, and I recommend it, you can actually attack while swinging. Get good at it and you'll be knocking thugs over like bowling pins. Hey, bowling, there's an idea. While you're jumping off buildings and swinging around, don't forget to stop yourself before you hit the ground. I mean, after all, you may be a superhero, but that doesn't make the ground any softer if you hit it from 50 stories up. Everyone looks at the controller and whines, "There's only one attack button." Will you give me a break? Just because there's only one button called attack doesn't mean it's the only one you can use. It's called a manual. Try to show a little initiative at least. If you're charging your jump as you skid along a wall, try releasing jump. You'll do a jump off the wall and retain a lot of your forward momentum. If you hop up in the air and press the attack button, you can do a nice spinning kick attack. It's a pretty good tactic for getting out of the way of an attack and attacking at the same time.
Thanks, Spider-Man. Listen, if you ever want to play some games, come on by. It's on the house.
Bring up your zoom map for a second, would you? Great. This map is real useful. You can see destination markers and all kinds of other useful locations on it. Check it out when you get lost. But you'll never get lost, I know you. Destination marker for the first Spidey store just appeared. Go buy the speed upgrade, then we'll move on. And if you won't, then I'm done. You know, there's over 200 hint markers scattered around the city. And if you actually manage to hit them all, I'll be impressed, because that means you need a lot of help.
The city's been quiet lately. Maybe my luck's finally changing.
Isn't it beautiful, Rosie? This will be my gift to the world. Unlimited energy. The power of a sun harnessed for the good of all mankind.
Don't forget the good of Otto. Eat something. The world will still be here in half an hour.